Hello, comfort friends, and today we're going to be making Mama's meatloaf. This recipe is so delicious. I know a lot of people don't like meatloaf, but I believe after trying this recipe, you and your family will surely enjoy it. So we're going to start with the secret of what makes this meatloaf so moist. It's the stovetop, the garlic and herb flavor. So we're going to start with that, and we're just going to throw in some bread. Now the bread, it can be any bread. It can be some bread that you need to get rid of before it goes bad. It's a great way to get rid of bread in this recipe. So you're going to add that in there with the stovetop, and then you're going to add in some milk. I don't know how much milk you need to add. It depends on how much bread you're using. But as you mix it up, and if it still feels a little dry, then you just add some more milk to get it to the mushy consistency that you want it to be. So I'm just going to keep mixing until I get that consistency, which is around here. I did add a little bit more liquid because I felt like the bottom was still a little dry. And so I'm just going to keep mixing. And then once I get that to where I want it to be, I just went ahead and just put it to the side so I could begin working on the meatloaf. Now, the meatloaf, this is a lot of ground beef because I'm a caterer, so I am making a lot, and I do meal prep Mondays. So this is a lot, but of course for your family, you won't need that much. So right now, I'm just adding my seasonings, which is seasoned salt, garlic powder, onion powder, pepper, adding in some onions. Don't you guys just love these chopped up onions? Oh my God, I absolutely love them. They take the hard work out of some things, and especially, how onions make you cry and stuff. Oh, you don't have to worry about it. Now, I could not find the bell peppers chopped up. I've looked everywhere. I've never been able to find bell peppers chopped up. So if you guys know where they are, let me know in the comments. So after I add that, I go ahead and throw in some Italian style breadcrumbs. Now, you are able to use whatever flavor breadcrumbs you want. If you just want to use regular without the Italian flavor in there, you could do that as well. And then added in some eggs. I believe this was 2 to 3 eggs. This is going to help hold the meatloaf together and add that cohesiveness. And then some Worcestershire sauce. Wow, I need to go to the store and get some more of that. So once I've done that, I'm going to add in that bread mixture that we mixed up in the beginning, and then just kind of incorporate everything together. So this is where you're really going to have to roll up your sleeves and put that elbow grease in there, because this is a little workout. It's a little workout because you got to make sure you get everything incorporated. You want to get everything in there nice and make sure those flavors marinate well throughout, so when they cook, everything cooks evenly. So it may take you a couple minutes to get this in, but I'm telling you, it's well worth it. So we're almost there. This is about the consistency that you want it to be. You can see everything kind of blending in there. And then, you just keep getting it to where you want it to be. And then once that's done, you're going to put it in your pan. Now, I use a tin pan because, as I mentioned before, I am a caterer, so I am preparing a lot. And this is for meal prep Mondays that we do each and every week. So I am able to put about 2 loaves in here. And these 2 loaves will feed about, I want to say, maybe 25 people. I think I can get about 12 slices of meatloaf out of each loaf. 12 pieces of meatloaf out of each loaf. So you're just going to work it in. You're going to add meat, take it away, pat it down, make it even, and you're just going to repeat the process throughout. So once I got the first one done, I began working on the second one, and same thing. Add, take away, pat down, and you just get it how you want it to be. So this may take a couple minutes as well, but you definitely want to make sure that it's even, so that way it cooks up very nice. It has a nice shape to it. And when you cut your pieces, that they're even and uniform, and one isn't skinnier than the other and all of that. So once I get everything how I want it to be, as you can see, everything is definitely coming together here. We're then going to put this in the oven. Now this will bake in the oven on 400, and I want to say about 45 minutes to an hour. Check with your temperature thermometer to make sure your internal temperature is 145. So this is what it looks like. I've already drained all the grease off of it. And so now I'm going to make a sweet and tangy sauce to go on top of it. So we have brown sugar. We're going to add in some ketchup. And then we are also going to add in some mustard to provide that tang. You can also use dry mustard if you would like. We are also going to incorporate some lemon juice in here as well, along with some Worcestershire sauce. Thank God I had an extra bottle to the side, so I didn't have to make a last minute dash to the store. So after we add in that Worcestershire sauce, you're just gonna whisk, whisk, whisk until everything is blended in well. And then we are going to take a pastry. What is this thing called? Is it called a pastry brush? Yeah, yep, the pastry brush. And then you just gotta rub that all over the meatloaf and get that evenly incorporated as well, because once we're done with that, we're also going to put this back in the oven for another 15 minutes on that 400. And then that way we can get that crispiness locked in, and it's going to caramelize as well. So we're going to put that in the oven, and once we take that out, this is what it's going to look like. Well, once we finish brushing all the sauce. And that's the cool thing about these toppings for meatloaf is you can do so many different things. You can use chili sauce. Some people use barbecue sauce, all types of things. But anyway, this is what it looks like when it comes out the oven. I've already started slicing up my pieces. So please try this delicious recipe. Please like, subscribe, and share, and enjoy.